This is the first partially speaking project
And here is the image.
that we are going to talk about. And the first question says, what aspects of the past do these photographs show?
Well, in the first one, you can see five women that you can see how in the days they were dressed and how it was to go outside with your friends, and you can see that in in that days they all the people use hats. I don't know why. In the other image, you can see a man trying to make a phone call or try to or be in a radio, and it's very interesting because here you can see how the technology advanced because there is a very big machine, a very big phone to communicate with other people, and now you have only a very little thing that you can use with more efficiently, is more faster, and it have more functions.
I think that in the first picture, those women are making a new tendency, are marking a new tendency, a new fashion in that years. And maybe because they are passing a great time, it looks like they are so happy. And maybe also from the style of the photo that it's in great scale, I think that it's from 80s, 60s, 70s, I don't know, but that's how they are representing how those girls were interacting and how they dress up like in those years. The other photo about the men in that Asian telephone, I think that it marks the beginning of a new era in technology and also in communications because that is like the first phone I think that it was invented, and it represents how the humanity will continue and will expand their knowledge and technologies in all of the years like today.
How make the people be feeling as they look back on the past?
I think that if those girls look again their photo, I think that they will feel nostalgic because they will feel so happy of remembering all the great time that they passed in those years. How was the society around the day and how they will pass their time together. I think that it will bring so good memories. Also, I think that the man in the phone will be nostalgic because he will remember how was the technology in that days, the fortune of having a new device that help communicate people, and how and it will check and view how all this technology advanced during these years.
I think that in the first image, the women will feel or very happy or bad. Why? Because they will feel happy because when they see this image, they will remember all the great times they passed together in the past, and they can feel bad because they cannot return to these days and don't continue doing the things they do in that time. And in the other image, I think that the man will feel happy because now he don't need to use a very big machine to make simple things that now you can do very easy.
This is the second part of the project, and we are going to talk about these topics. And the question says, what would these ideas attract more tourists to the town? The first idea is building a large nightclub.
I think that it could be a very good idea because all the people like to drink, to dance, sing, and pass a great time with their friends and with the music they like, with a lot of lights and the music very high, and to don't remember what happened the next day.
I agree with you because Every tourist needs to have a place where they can go and distract with their friends and to drink also, because it's like a an important part of the people. And I think that it will be so nice to have these places in every town, because it will be a great experience, you know, and because it will help to many people to communicate and interact with other persons.
Okay.
Yes. The other idea is putting up security cameras.
Okay. I think that it's very important that all the people have a good security, but I think
Mhm.
that is not the best way to attract people.
Yeah.
It's important, but it's not the best way to attract people.
I think that the security cameras are objects for places like shops and hotels, houses, I don't know, just to take care of your personal things. But it is not like a thing that you need like a tourist in a place, because you don't go to be secure every time. You go to have fun and to go to many places
Yeah.
and to new many people. So you don't need to have cameras around you to be safe. No? But also it need all the towns need to have
Security.
the security to make their guests, well, the tourists feel comfortable and secure.
Yeah, it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other question is, sorry, the other point is having more shops.
As a tourist, you always need to go to a town and buy many things. For example, when we go to United States, we go and buy a lot of clothes or things for our friends, or I don't know, because in other countries they are more cheaper than here in Mexico, for example. So when you go to another place, another city, country, you go first to have a place to go shopping. It's like something necessary to when you go on vacations in every place. So I think that it's very important to have it.
Okay. Yes,
What
I'm
do you
agreeing.
think?
I'm agree
Mm.
because shops are very important when you go on vacations because they distract you, and it's important because there you can attract more people because maybe in the place you live there's no the shops you are looking for,
Uh-huh.
and in
The brands.
and in the place you went there are the shops. So I think it's very important.
The other idea is providing parks. Well, I think that every country, every city needs to have this, because, for example, here in Mexico we have the like Six Flags,
Six
no?
Flags.
That is the most important and most popular here around Mexico. And when you go, for example, to United States, you go to Florida and you go to Disney and to Universal Studios to have fun because of your little children, or because you go in a trip with your family or with your friends. So I think that it's like something important to have in every place, so you can get distracted and have like an idea of what are you going to do in every trip.
I'm agree because Disneyland, Legoland, Universal, Six Flags are very very big parks that almost all the world knows. So there you can have a great time with your family and friends. You can have on the roller coasters, eating the food, playing more games, and I think that this idea will attract more people and around the world.
Yes, but also I think that not every city or town or country needs to have parks. For example, in Europe you don't have parks. In China there are not so many parks. So those places characterized because of their monuments or because of their
Yes.
history or something like that. So maybe it's not an important part in or idea in when you go on holidays or to attract tourists. Only I think that it's like the to attract tourists is the history and the things that you can offer to the guests.
And it sometimes is difficult to put some parks because the place, the money,
Yes.
all the people,
The climate
the
also.
climate. So it's difficult. It's a good idea, but it depends on the place, on the city.
Somewhere, yes.
The other point is building holiday flats.
I think that it's indispensable to have a holiday flats because when you arrive to a place, you need to have a place to be comfortable when you finish going to your trips or your shoppings or something like that. But I don't. But maybe it's so important to attract tourists because where they are going to be in to sleep or to
Yeah.
eat or something like that. So but maybe there is not so important because there are hotels, but maybe if you have a holiday flat will be more comfortable and more secure maybe because you are like in your proper house.
I'm agree, but I think this is not the most important thing because if you want a relaxing place to go, there's too much places around the world that have more experience in these places and you can go there. This trip I think is more to have it's like more intense and have great times in Paris and things like that. And um, uh, you can also stay in hotels, so
Mhm.
you don't need to stay in places like this if you come to this trip.
Yes, and because also hotels are more cheaper than
Yes.
a flat. So,
Yeah.
well, for me, I agree that the most important idea is to have shops or park because it's something to distract your tourists. So, what do you think?
I think that um, I like more the idea of the night places because all the people that we are making this trip are
Mhm.
like more of 18, so they will like more these places.
Those places?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but so do we agree in one of our ideas or no?
Now,
No? We finished.